It's as if I'm floating in the clouds tonight.
And throw it up, but yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I mean, I know there's a lot of like people kind of, it's like, you know, entertainment in general, music, whatever. Everyone's, you know, looking at the industry to see who comes. It's like,
That was a funny post to read.
I mean, I don't know. It's just at the
If
end
they're
of the day,
doing it safely, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't have zero problem.
I mean, like we kind of talked about, I feel uncomfortable promoting shows as if it's like, yeah, we're going to sell tickets, come out and see us, blah, blah, blah. But it's like,
No, I'm not
if
gonna do
a
any of that.
venue is paying for, they're following the guidelines and a part of their ambiance for the night is live music. And like, I don't understand what the fuck
Well, they're shutting businesses down that are.
that are
Okay,
doing
so
anything. Yeah.
that are doing anything wrong. So if they're open and they're also able to have live music, they're doing everything by the book. You know what I mean? Or they would have been busted months ago.
So what are we talking about?
Exactly.
It's like, at this
What are
point,
we talking
You
about?
just don't want to go to a show and you're trying to like flex
Blame
on all
everybody
of us.
that do.
And
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no.
If I can be socially distanced at a show, going like I'm around you all the time. Nobody's walking within 6 feet of the stage.
Right. So,
Other than that, I'm at a restaurant. And I have no problem going to a restaurant.
no.
You know, like I don't understand the difference.
No, I don't either. If anything, it's like, all right, so we're coming out playing 3 hours of music for fucking basically no money. I mean, we're just doing something we love, but that's like, at a time when this industry's been crippled, it's like, we should be encouraging.
Yeah, why wouldn't you support that?
Yeah, I mean, I understand if you have a condition or you have a concern as to why like you're running on your own, you know, COVID protocol. But if you're healthy people who otherwise are out and about for work and grocery this and that, it's like, why the
What's
fuck?
the difference?
Why aren't we enticing musicians to get out there and be like, yeah, go fucking walk into your local place who's gonna be struggling their balls off to get anybody to come out and like offer them. It's like, look, dude, I just want to play. Because I mean, that's what we were talking about that pre-COVID when it was like, look, man, we're spending so much time and energy for a 30-minute set at the local like venue for our size, where we're on a ticket with 4 other bands for the night, and you know you spend your whole Friday night selling tickets, you're not making shit. It's like and it's like end of the night, okay, we played 30 minutes, you know what I mean, like people were in and out all night. It's a Passover spot. Like, why don't we just go find the local dive bar who has 100 dedicated patrons that hang out there on a Friday and get banged up and hang out? And like, why the fuck aren't we just throwing, you know, a cheap PA in the corner and playing? Because it's like, we'll make more money off of.
I was at Permanis the other night on Washington,
Yeah.
right? With like the family, my sister, my parents. Nobody can sit at the bar, right? Everyone's masked around, walking around. If you're at your table, you're cool. And then there's an entire like outdoor section that has heat lamps and everything, but like a third of it's closed. So you know what I mean?
Right.
So a third of it's closed. They have limited capacity of the places, so it's not like, oh, U2's coming to a bar, so it's going to get packed out. Now people are going to be nervous about it.
No.
Again, I don't see the difference.
Yeah. Couple of
There's not a dance floor.
Yeah. Well, and like, if you think about it, you know, pre-Pandy, when the economy was rocking and entertainment was rocking, like we had plenty of opportunity to go play at, you know, a
Those
Primanti's
bars, yeah,
or
that are
like
packed.
and we were like, you know, we don't really want to do this because like we got to sit up there and play for fucking 2-3 hours, and like, not that we're attention whores, but at the end of the day, like, it's nice when people listen. And whenever there's a crowd, like whenever you're talking about, you know, a brewery like Spoonwood where you got a fucking 250 people all packed in here, everyone's talking like this over their beers. It's like no one's listening to
Well,
the
not
guy.
to mention who's doing sound.
Right.
Because
that's a big thing.
that's literally like 95% of it for me. Is it's like, oh, okay, cool. We can.
If everyone can
unless
hear-
it's like,
yeah.
oh, we're gonna make a bunch of money here. Like, cool.
Right.
And there's a soundboard, and we're gonna. All right, well, we're gonna take some of that. We're gonna hire a dude to do sound.
Yeah.
Versus like when we went to Craft House, or what was it called? In Green Tree, right by like Foster Plaza, Hop House, which is now something different.
Okay.
Yeah, they're out, I guess. But like when we played at Hop House, like, it's like, oh yeah, bring your PA, bring your board, make sure somebody's mixing it, And Lord, it's like we see where that
We
goes
had a
wrong.
blast,
How
though.
real quick? Oh, it was a blast
But
for
here's
sure
the-
because we had Ezra.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But that was always the thing, though, is like we would, then our mentality was, look, we'd rather play a hop house. Like, we'd rather play the dive bar where people are actually like out to hang out and drink and listen to music over going to play like prime time on a Friday at a restaurant where people are trying to sit down and
not
like
care
have
about it.
conversation
Yeah,
and
right.
not give a fuck about it. But my point is now in 2021, that's where it gets flipped on its head. And it's like, yeah, like that's what all of these restaurants need more than ever now. Like you can't stand at the bar and have fucking banter with like the cute bartender. You can't have all of your buds packed at a table, fucking smashed in, taking shots and like shooting the shit. Now it's like, yeah, put a fucking an acoustic act in the corner where there's no one sitting anyway. And at least it gives the fucking 50% capacity people something to talk about and
Well,
something to
you
look
look
at.
at-
And it's like
Club Cafe is closed. Okay, Rex closed. Like the people that filled that up
small.
didn't die.
Yeah. Right.
They're still around. You know what I mean? So what are they doing? They're going to restaurants. They're going to eat. Like the people that want to hear the music will go to the music. So if they're going to eat anyway, why not go to a place that like, oh, cool, there's 3 cats in the corner that are socially distanced and far enough away from me that I'm not really worried about it because it's just noise in the area. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand the difference. So when we saw that post, it's like, all our venues are really looking at these people that's getting out there. It's like, what do you mean?
Right. Looking at them.
Oh,
how?
cool. Are you never going to go eat at Fridays again then? Are you pissed that they're open? I don't understand. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Because it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
But your favorite restaurant's open right now. Are
In
you
a lo-
mad?
yeah, right. And a lot of this doesn't make sense. So it's like it's one of those nuanced things, but it's like come on, like as people in the business, the ones coming out publicly and speaking, oh, we're gonna fucking watch who's doing it. And if you ever want, it's like, yeah, fuck you.
You're making yourself look.
You
If
look- yeah,
anything,
you
you're
look
making yourself
stupid.
look bad. Yeah, because you got business owners that are literally going home at night and like racking their fucking brain, saying like, all right, cool, like we can only have X many people in. This is how we're going. Like, what else can we do? Like, we have to do something different.
Yeah.
All of these motherfuckers had to like, okay, we're gonna take over sidewalks. Maybe not in Pittsburgh, but like other places. You know, like, oh no, we're gonna make an outdoor place.
Dude.
We're gonna portion off half of our fucking parking lot and buy a tent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You know, you hear about it in other cities that are, you know, larger and obviously have a bigger issue, but like my, you know, little, small sample size that I've gotten to like witness daily because of my driving around to work is I drive by Mindful Brewing. And
Yeah.
it's like they have been like from the beginning where you see, I mean, because they transfer that whole front parking lot into something and like,
are they tents?
well, no, like so there's no tents out there now, but all through like the summer and shit, like
Tables.
tables and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But like you would see them where it's like, all right, like everything's cool. Let's set all this shit up. Everything comes out. They're fucking in business. Kegs are rolling in. And then like 2 weeks later, shit would like, oh, we're going to fucking turn it back. Now they're all out there again, taking everything down, fucking loading the trucks up with kegs. Like
Yeah.
I watch these people do this fucking
They're working their
a
ass
dozen
off.
times. They're working their balls
they have
off
to.
because they have to. It's not because like we're out
Yeah.
here, like, do we want to die?
That's what I don't. I don't know. I didn't understand all the hate around it because it doesn't. You're not doing anything different
Then
than like what everyone's able to do.
shame the waitress who's going to work. Like, I mean, I'm not telling, like, I don't, but I'm not hearing that talk track.
No, fuck no.
So, like,
nor
why-
should you?
Right.
It's like because everything's
Yeah, it would
like
be insane.
These crazy people are doing like everyone's washing hands. Everyone's got a mask on. You know, everyone's doing everything they can. Like, and there are people that go around to restaurants to be like, "Oh, hey, you're not doing this." You know, you're done.
Right.
So it's like the last thing they want to do is like, okay, like it's hard enough to run a business on 50%.
Yeah.
But now, like, because of us not giving a fuck about protocols, now you're going to shut us down completely? That's not like.
And I think there's just so much arrogance from people, I think, about entertainment. And I mean, music being one of them, where it's like, I think everyone just has a perception of like, oh, if a band comes into your city and sells out like your local fucking indie rock place and it's packed to the gills with, 500 people or whatever that came out to see the Head and the Heart circa fucking 2007 or whatever. It's like,
Right.
those guys aren't killing it yet. You know what I mean? Like these
Yeah, right.
motherfuckers are just like, they're out there. If they're lucky enough to be on tour with like a record label backing them, like they're fucking, they owe their balls to these people at that point in their career. And it's like, unless you're someone at the very fucking top who literally like, oh, you see this person on Twitter now being like a social justice warrior through the pandy because they literally have enough money to sit on to do nothing else.
Nothing.
Everyone
Yeah, no
else is
doubt.
like, I mean, how many people do we meet on tour, like on tour, but like just our first, couple years out who were on tour, and it's like these motherfuckers are, 30, 40-year-old adults who have families and their wife's on the road with them.
They're driving around in one car, sleeping in fucking, car seats.
They're busting their
They're
ass.
splitting burgers. They're doing everything they can to make it.
And it's like, oh yeah, well, like that's what, like, yeah, dude, no, like this is this guy's fucking job. Like just like you have a job, like this is this motherfucker way this motherfucker makes a living, and like he's going out here every night, like putting a smile on people's faces. So for now, like, oh, it's a pandy. And it's time for people to start rolling out there to be like, well, live music or live entertainment or live comedy, or this is the type of shit we need to be cutting. It's like, what in the actual fuck? Like these waitresses, these bartenders, these cooks, these waiters, like these restaurant owners, it's like they're competing for their lives right now, and it's already a weird vibe to be in a restaurant. So it's like, if the difference is like, yeah, oh hey, how was your Friday night out? It's like, well, we went to this place, and there was fucking only 50% of the people there, and like no one was talking, and the waitresses had fucking welding masks on.
Yeah, right.
And it was awkward as fuck, but like, the fish was good. Or it's like, yeah, everything was really weird, but they had this dope.
We had a couple beers. Yeah, there were 3 acoustic guys in the corner.
They sounded cool.
Like that was cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Had a good time.
I just don't understand.
Just changes the whole.
Well, when I look at it like from I try not to look at it like socially, but I look at it from like my health. You know what I mean? Like
your individual,
my individual health. And my individual health needs me, like, if I have the ability to go play music in front of people, cool. Because like I'm going to go to that restaurant whether I'm playing music or I'm not.
Yeah. No doubt.
What's the difference?
Well, dude,
I would rather sit there and do this.
Yeah.
Instead of like, sit there and eat food.
Yeah.
Because there's no difference.
Right. Well, and it's
better for my mental health. And I don't want to sit in the house all day because I'll go fucking crazy.
Well, people don't have enough credence to that. Of like, all right, who are these? Like, all right, we're gonna give so much shit about everyone's fucking health status. Well, we have an entire contingency of people who, like, not just for money, but like because they fucking love it and need it, leave their house to go do this shit. Yeah. Like you said, I mean, fuck.
This isn't about everybody else necessarily. Like if I'm going out to a restaurant, I'm doing nothing different. Except, it might look weird if I'm in a booth holding my guitar, but I'm talking just as loud.
Right.
I'm not quiet.
You're not talking.
Everyone's not like, I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. So if the people are saying like, oh, we're looking at these people that are going out and doing that. If I see you at a fucking restaurant, I'm going to chastise you for being outside of your house because it's the same fucking thing.
You're right, dude.
It's the same thing. You're going to say this bullshit on Facebook or whatever social fucking platform you want to say it on. But you're going to come out to a restaurant and you're going to eat.
Yeah, sit there.
Now, what's the difference if there's 3 fucking people 20 feet away from you?
In a corner playing music.
What is the difference?
No difference.
So shut up. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Dude,
why are you at a restaurant? It's like, I don't want to be cooped up in my house. It's like, why the fuck do you think I'm playing music in the corner? I don't want to be cooped up in my house. I don't want to kill myself either. This feels great. I like playing music. Like, I don't understand.
Dude, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out because it's like, on one hand, you have like promoters in industry, like hype people who are tooting this horn of like, don't fucking go, don't support music, like, don't support venues who are having musicians, don't support musicians who are going to play music, blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right, well, there's already festivals that are coming out and saying, yeah, we're going to try. I mean, these little fucking community music festivals, like that's how like these communities have.
What about the drive-in concert? I went to this drive-in concert that was fucking phenomenal. It was great.
Yeah, who you saw?
Mount Joy.
Fuck.
And Keyhone Concept. And I think they're from Pittsburgh. This dude, first of all, talk about 2 people that murder it.
Yeah.
Look, Spotify them. They're dope.
What is it?
Keyhone, like Kehone.
Okay.
Concept. They're 5.
2 guitar players?
No. So this dude, he's a keys player. So his voice is never wrong. So just perfect.